Hello and welcome. Thought I'd actually take you in with me. That way I can sort of show you well. If you see the character creation screen, you know it's the first time I've been on the map. Really, simple as that. There is no other way to get to that. So yeah, once you've done it the once, it does not appear like that. Right, so yeah, so you know. But yeah, just to prove that I've not been here before. There we go. You don't see that very often. Absolutely no time played other than the seconds we've been together. This is Neu-Minibrunn. I wanted to do a small map, yeah, for those like Friday nights when I'm finished work. And yeah, I can never manage the normal Let's Plays. It's just nice to have a little bit of a... Oh, it is beautiful. It really is breathtaking. It is. I was reading about it and I was looking at the changelog and all other things. And as you can see, it is New Farmer Start. It is. We're going to leave it on hard. Timescale I put to 0.5 at the minute. Yeah, we're going to leave everything on except I'm going to take that because that really does nothing. I'm going to knock that, which is my normal now for if I'm going to do these things. I must be careful. Last Let's Play I actually knocked that down by mistake to 0.89. Not that that made an awful lot of difference. I'm going to stick these down to my standard settings that I really have tried and tested them. Courseplay, the one thing I usually forget is to knock this, which because I hate it. Yeah, I don't want to repair it, and I am going to pay the loan back. All of it. I hate that. I always have done. Yeah, it was hard enough with 500 grand that was your own. This is a real challenge now, which is why I usually do what I'm hoping I can afford a field. I've not been on here. This is the first time. I've only just loaded the map. I've been looking for a few days for one like this, and this is the one I went for because it's got a massive amount of things for us to do. So we're looking, first of all, what I'm going to do is it is August. We missed the boat for most things. What is that in the distance? I can see it on the map. Oh, it's a cable car. Something like that. Looks like it. Oh, it is amazing. That's actually moving. They are moving. Amazing. It really is. I love the alpine background. It's so beautiful. Yeah, so we're going to buy a field and we're going to see if we can go through to... We're going to start in March. I usually do a year. This is really even more challenging than ever before. Let's have a look. First of all, we need to look at if we can afford fields, how expensive they are, where the shop is, that type of stuff. I want to do this carefully because the trouble is with doing things like this is... It is a small... it looks like a small map. It does. And that looks like the shop. Vehicle shop. Yeah, I think that is. It's right. On the last map, the lost corner, it's got two shops, which threw me a bit of a wobbler. Let's visit that then. And it really is, because we've got to open the shop menu straight away. Fantastic. Right, okay. Oh, now then, where do the bought items go? Because this is a bit of a small frontage. Do they go around the back? I would imagine they do, because that's quite a large sort of thing. So I do like to go near to the shop, but it's a bit on the side of the map, really. We weren't that far away from the shop in that field that we were, which looked quite small, really. The other thing is, yeah, first thing is we need to buy a field. It needs to be a small one that's inexpensive. So first of all, I would imagine 51 is grapes by the look of that. Yeah, it is. In which case, oh, it isn't that expensive actually. Do we go and have a look? So is that? We're literally. It is as well. It is grapes. Yeah. So there's not much we can do with that. That is the one thing I'm going to say. Even though it is, I've got to be honest. That's the cheapest grape vineyard I've ever seen. Not a massive one, obviously. How much is field 2? It seems the smallest field that I can see after that is 55,400, and it has got a little tiny bit of spare land. I'm going to do it, and it's 110. Brilliant. So we've got a bit of a bonus. We're not far from the shop. Do you know something? We'll go back there, and we're going to go. It is actually that way. Can we jump the hedge? I doubt it. Yeah, so we're going to run up there first. We have got no vehicles unless we've been given some by the map maker. No, we haven't. Sales. Ooh, right. Yeah, well, I think we're going to be relying on the sale. Yeah, hopefully the sales will be kind to us. When you've got 6 months to do that, right, I'm going to give myself a bit of a boost in speed just to get up there so as I don't drive you all crazy. I don't know if there are collectibles or not. So that's us up here, field 2. We actually were looking at, isn't that amazing? That is actually where we're looking. Yeah, so this little tiny bit of land here is ours. So I'm going to put a placeable on there. Yeah, are we going to... I don't know whether we're going to kick grass. Really, I always allow this to be my guide. I'm trying to find a generator that's good. Do I give myself a... Yeah, what I'm going to do, I am going to give myself the Lords for this 6 months, because it is super, and it will give us a bit of a boost of 30 odd grand. But when that time's over, I'm going to sell it, obviously at a loss. Yeah, and it's done damage to all my life. Not only done damage to the field, but also to the path. Right, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to give us... We've got that. We've got 6 months. Well, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Well, 6 months. It is 6 months. I was right. Yeah, 6 months of the sales to get through to next March, and then we're going to start with whatever we've got, whether we have to buy new at that point because we've not found anything or what. Then this is going to get sold, and we are going to buy a placeable, a one generator, and usually now is the shed. It's just not quite good enough. I'd like to give myself a little bit of a boost, a bit of a fighting chance, being as it is so terrible, you know, like with the system as it is, with so little amount of money. So I've for a long while done similar to this, only I used to give myself a year, but now I'm trying to sort of fine tune this, and I think 6 months is enough. So we are now playing the game, so we're going to literally scoot on until September. So now I'm going to keep it at 8. It's going to be a bit dark, because if I don't, it does that silly thing where you have to run around for half an hour. So we're going to do it 8 o'clock all the way through the winter, which means I'll probably have to switch my light on when it gets to the deep heart of winter, because it will be so dark at 8 o'clock in the morning that it will be unbelievable. Wow, there's even planes. TopAce888 made the map. Yeah, I believe. Did I do TopAce? Yeah, it's 24-30 grand. It is really quite amazing. Great, fantastic, great start. Oh well, it is what it is. I say it's yeah. We're giving ourselves a fighting chance. We've got a bit of income. We've invested in the energy business, so let's just hope that we're lucky for the local sales, or else it's going to be a tough start. Yeah, I like to start from scratch because it is a challenge. It just takes longer to get going, is all. But I like that. It's all reliant upon things out of your control. What mods you get and all the rest of it. That is good. Oh, I love the twin screw. Do we actually go for that for once? It is my second favourite, and I've not had it in absolutely ages. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb. I am, by Sid Modding, or SIID Modding. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm going to buy that definitely. We'll literally. Oh, that's a point. That's a 7.7 meter. No, we'll see. It's not a bad bonus, but we shall see. I think we can. Yeah, we've not got a tractor, so we want a tractor before we do anything else. 8 o'clock. So we have a harvester, so it looks like we're going into traditional at some point. Yeah, but I don't know what direction. I like to allow this almost to sort of direct you to a degree, and then the rest is down to your choice of mods and the fields that you've got, and also let's stick the light on. See, that's a good income. Yeah. Oh, I like the Jan, but we're too low. It is a shame, because I actually do like that. It's a fantastic mod. It is. You could sort of do all of your fertilising, but you'd still need a limer. But I don't suppose that's the end of the world. We need tractors first. We've got to be actually reasonable. Hopefully, or else money to buy one. If we don't, we're not able to do it. It is typical. Sometimes when you're reliant on this, you don't get the things you need. That is amazing on the sleep screen. I've never seen anybody do anything like that before. Ooh. its backs are small. That's the only thing I'm going to say. And I do love this by holes. I'm a massive fan of this. Only, is it going to be that poor? I'm going to say no. I am. Just because we need far more than that. It is good though, and I do like it. I prefer the hook lift. That's the one. Well, so far we're doing absolutely abysmally. So I don't think suddenly it's going to go amazing, but you never know. You never know. I usually giving myself the year. Usually, I can guarantee you'll get something, but I have known it where it's been absolutely vile. 3 meter. I've tried the Orca. I did quite like it, but it was a little bit too weak, and things are too small. It's very reasonable even as it is. I mean, that is quite amazing. Do we try to do it small map? Yeah, it's not that. It really is down to the fact that even there's a pickup. I could have it just as a straw pickup. It was really small on that. I'm not seeing any like fixes for it, but that we will definitely say yes to, because if we had nothing else we could make do with that, and it is the fast one, so we're gonna say yes to that. We're gonna leave nothing on apart from that, which is free. Yeah. Beacon lights. So yeah, we'll turn anything on like it's already got decent lights, yeah, like in the future. So if we do nothing else, I'm happy with that, definitely. Yeah, we've only got 2 months left to go, so looks like we're down to our own devices and naturally good mods. Well, never say never. We've got a harvester and we have headers and stuff like that. Really, it's of no good use as we've got a grass field, so we'd have to convert it. Not that that's a problem, we can do that, but February. Oh, we have snow, and it looks like more snow is on the way. Now that's the one that I like. So do you know something? It looks like sometimes fate's. I'm gonna change the cabin colour. We're gonna do something a little bit snazzy. I think actually we're gonna match the fence as best we can. I think. Yeah, we're going to try for a fentish colour, but a little bit snazzy. Yeah, with a bit of wheel hub. No, I'm happy. Everything else is good. The chassis. Do we actually do the same again? I've never tried to do that. Okay, it's different. Yeah. So we have a lorry. We can get back. Now, one thing I'm going to say. Do we go for that as well? And it is a bear wrapper. Isn't this the one where you can actually... We're going to give ourselves a bit of a... I've tried... we had this on... Yeah, I am going to do that. Where could you get a baler wrapper for 35,000? I'm going to say yes. And we will go white. Yeah, I'm giving myself a bit of a break with the net wrap. So we have 1 month... and then it is time for us to start, and at that point we can buy new stuff. It's always been my rule. Yeah, I think TopAce888 wasn't. I'm not sure if I'm sure I've done a map by TopAce888. I'm not sure actually. No, I'm not. I wouldn't like to say. Ooh, no, it may go. Sometimes just because you think that it does actually go right. Now that we did make a promise, so then we will indeed sell you. Yes, fantastic. Now it's done a lot of damage, which is going to cost us quite a lot to repair, but it depends on what we're going to do, whether we're going to stay here or whether we're going to move. Yeah, I mean, we needed a base. That's a bit like field flipping though. I don't know, I am quite close to the... Yeah, these aren't bad. I don't think that... We could actually have fields 2 as our farmyard with the back against the wall, really like that. But we have got a baler, so you sort of think... if we're aiming for 6 and 7, how much are the fields first? They're not bad value, I've got to be honest. Wow, we seem to have hit not the jackpot exactly, but they're not bad around us for the main. Ooh, with field 8 being a bit of a beaut. What is that? Is that like a slab of... Let's just go and investigate. I know we were literally quite close to this, so we'll do a bit of mountaineering. Yeah, so why is this up here? Is it a production slab? Not exactly, but it is as flat as a pancake. 59,000. Oh, I've got autosave on. Well, at least it has actually, yeah. I'm going to save this quickly because I lost. I did a run through pretty much the same as this. Oh, that's not. I think I'm going to stick with what we've got. I think we'll put something down on here like a shed, or could go for my favourite. This is going to be the heart of the farm, the very centre. Looks like the snow isn't melting typically. Right, so silos. It's a bit of a shed stroke silo, and it is one of the best value buildings I've ever seen, as well as it looks classy in my opinion. It's got sheds and is a 2 million litre multi-fruit silo. Now then, yeah, the back is that one there. That can go where you like. That's going to cut you. There's quite a lot of levelling, but there's quite a bit of... Now then, yeah, no, that is actually part of the... Yeah. Ooh, wow, that has done some serious damage. Do you know something? For once, do we? Oh, I don't think we've taken too much of a liberty. I don't think you'd ever get much better in this area than that, really. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to soften that, and we need to make the intensity max. Do we leave that? Actually, almost just soften it a little. Yeah, we need to take this bit down because obviously we've got to go to this building and make use of it. So it's got to be a bit of a rundown. Yeah, it does end there. Otherwise, if it had been a proper path, I was looking at that and I thought, but no, there isn't really. It's the edge of the field. We haven't really even destroyed very much of the field of the farmer. It's more about... Yeah, we've taken a tiny bit, and it is a tiny bit. That's why I'm allowing it. I was going to like literally reload the save, and I thought, really? I mean, we could even plough that back. Oh, we couldn't actually because it's on someone else's land. Ooh, now that is a point. This is a little bit special. Now, I've got to hope that we are on our land, because this is quite unforgiving if you are on someone else's land. So if I can't open the doors... No, we're lucky. This is on our land. This will not work if you do it on someone else's land, and that is the honest truth. I found that out by mistake on Avon Valley, where I actually put it on like free land, and it wouldn't open. Yeah, and I had to sell it. I didn't figure it out at the time, but that is really, yeah. So that's not bad actually. We can get into that. So there's a little bit of weirdness at the back. Can we do a little bit of softening in there? Oh. That's actually going the wrong way. It's going the reverse. Yes, I think it's because of the road. We're going to have to put up with that, I think, unfortunately. I think for the main, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, hopefully in time we will buy that field. Right then, so we need quite a bit of equipment. We're going to have to do this very frugally. Very frugally indeed. Now then, no, we've got no generator at all now. But we really... I can live with that, yeah, to be honest. We have had the worst before. Let's go and have a look at the lineup that we have got. I always find it helps to actually see what you've got. And I know it's not a lot. I really do know that. Yeah. So we've got got a baler, we've got a grass field, so it makes sense to me that we're going to start with a little bit of grass work. We've got a mighty fence, This is going to have to be the one and only workhorse, really. We've got this by holes, and we've got the twin screw for later on, because there's no way at present. Ooh, yeah, we're going to literally get permission from the shops to leave this with their repair team ready to pick up. We'll park it way away from anything else. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this because it is really my second favourite harvester. So then, holes, we are gonna, now it's around the front, isn't it? So then, we're gonna get it back first, but I'm gonna try and learn my lesson, because I've got to be honest, I've used the ones from, oh wow, that is amazing. Oh, it would be nice to have a second tractor, but I'm not sure we can afford it, if I'm honest. No. And that, as good as it is, I think I'd sooner go for that than that. I would, but we shall see. Are there yeah, this is rules of engagement, really. So, are there contracts? Because I don't mind doing a little bit of. There's really not much for you to go on there, is there? Oh, there's some fertiliser contracts. Do we do a load of those? I think we're going to trust our own devices. Right, so then we need to buy some equipment, and money is exceptionally. Yeah, we're going to have to really dig deep for this one, very deep. So that means the cheapest possible mowers, which is the bar mowers, which I actually quite like. I do. I've got to be honest, they are quite amazing. So, and I think winners we've got a Fendt. I think we're going to keep them in green. Right, so we've got mowers. Are we going to get a... Yeah, we're going to need a windrower, aren't we? And I'm going to go for the windrower that I would always go for when I'm in a pinch and I haven't got anything in the sales, which would be the absolutely amazing Russell Mash. And we are going to go... Are we going to apply? Do a green. It does look nice. We seem to be doing a Mr. Sealy P. Everything's in green, so that, yeah, we need that. We are going to need a trailer, and in a pinch, the one that I would always go for, which anybody who's seen any of my Let's Plays probably can actually predict exactly what I'm going to do, because, oh, hang on a minute. Now we have a low, we have the hook lift, so we could use its special abilities, really. And there is a fantastic, oh no, it is under low loaders, actually. Yeah, it is. It's a back for the hook lift, and it is amazing, really. And the fact that you can drop it off and put it on the floor and all the rest of it, and it's very amazing. Now, this is what I was actually going to talk about. Yeah, this particular set by Rawley Christie. Now, I had the 48 tonner on the Newtons on Sri Lanka, and I've got to be honest, it really was. Do we actually do it, or will that be too much? Do we have a little bit of green and yellow? I think so. I think too much green is going to be awful, but green and yellow look quite nice together. Brilliant. So that is a back where we can put vehicles on or do bales. You can see the straps there and everything. So that will do both jobs. We do need a proper back. Although, do we need a proper back at the minute? I have got to be careful. We've got a baler. So do we start with a business straight away? Do we go for something like the BGA? And has the map got a BGA? And if it has, yeah, let's have a look. Because I mean, the days of you used to be buying the BGAs seem to be gone. Everybody seems to be having the million sort of pound or $1 million million. Oh, that reminds me. What is our? I guess 250 kilowatt. Okay. And is this going to be 400 or 800,000, or is it going to be one that's a grand, $1 million almost? Do you know something? I think we'll have our own build if that is the case. I do. I'm going to tab for now because we're not actually playing. Yeah, so I will eventually buy. We will get for now. We'll stick that back on because we're going to be obviously going to be doing baling at first. So now the one thing we are going to have to do is repair this and repair the baler. we seem awfully green. That green is it's quite bright. The green on the Holes lorry. Right, where is the repair points? Let's switch the interactive zone markers on. Yeah, I am allowing. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, I'm allowing contracts. We can do contracts. We can lease. I'll give myself that. It is on hard economy, so I'm going to give myself that thing that leasing is allowed. Yeah, I don't really think I need to make any harder than that. This sometimes can get a little bit unduly complicated, and I really don't think there's a need sometimes to make that when it's already difficult enough. At least we've given ourselves a bit of a break. We haven't got the net wrap or anything like that at present. So that was new. That was new. Holes was not new. So we're going to need to stick these on because we're going to. Why is that put one the wrong way and one the right way? Oh, actually, no. I think it's done them both the right way. That's wrong. Yeah, it seems a bit wrong to be mowing with this beautiful machine, but ooh, here's what we've got. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I'd only got one tractor for starting, and not the money to really buy another one. Right, let's grab holes, and 74, not too bad. Let's repair this quickly. We'll come back for everything else. Grab this. Let's start to put that down as well. Not sure if I'm actually in the zone for this yet. No, I didn't think I was. I am now. I heard it ting. Yeah, it's very, very reasonable. I say, we're in the water, we can buy backs for this, so... Yeah, I'm hoping this has behaved itself with the Rawley Christie bag, because the 48-tonner bag was literally rocking and rolling all over the place, and I have seen that a little bit on Horbelleron when I had this when it first came out. But it had this very back, and it was not too bad. I don't mean there was no rocking, but it was really terrible. A really bad mod clash. Are we going to buy from the shop? Well, yeah, we've not got. We do need a scanner, but I think we're going to lease. Do we actually put things on? No, not for what we've got. I think really this is a very, very frugal start. The other thing is, if it is snow on the ground, we really we're going to have to wait till April, really? Because really you can't cut grass if there's snow on the ground. It really is as simple as that. Now then, how do we get to our field? It looks like a very, very... Is this a proper road or a farm track road? Sure. I don't think no, it's a track. You can tell by the roads are grey. This is like a brown track on the map. So yeah, I think we could probably head on across the road. Get to our field. We need to go down actually. easiest way to get to us, but it's a big headland, so yeah, even if we are staying here, this is our farm, and we are going to stay, so yeah, there's another way down there, but I think that's just to the fields. So yes, although we own this land so far, now then, are we going to put a generator down now that we've got rid of that? And I suppose we could, but the one that I was going to use, I really can't use now. There are a couple of... These aren't bad. They don't do that, though. I've never had these do terribly well. I think we're going to put 2 of them down. Should get some wind from the valley. Brilliant. Okay, so then we're going to literally go through till April, because there's nothing we can do at all, unfortunately. And yeah, we're going to have to say goodbye to that beautiful tractor. We are. It's a shame, but it would only leave us 80,000, which would then mean that we've got absolutely no chance of getting productions and things like that. Need a little bit of money. You've got to be very careful on hard economy. Take one wrong turn and you literally can destroy yourself, or take you years to get out of it. I've never managed not to get out yet, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't dig myself into a corner. I've had a couple of tight... Aha, that's better. A couple of tight spots a few times where... Nope, that's definitely right. Let's get cracking. I think we'll do it ourselves. There's absolutely no point in... So I'm going to go into retirement because there's a lot of work to do. If we're going to have to do this all ourselves, there's no point in employing course play if there's only us here to actually work. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. not going to get another bale out of this. That's definitely us done. Yeah, it's not bad actually, 19 bales. I've had far worse starts. I think I've had, the lowest I've ever had was 5 or 6 bales on it was one of Oxygen David's maps on FS19. Oh yeah, I've got to try and, whoa, we've got loads. I thought I'd say only got one. Yeah, I was trying to turn them around. I didn't realise I knew I'd got that one over there. Oh my life, that's fine. Oh, this is going to be fun. It is. For baling. I think there's an end thing that we could have got for a couple of grand. At least I think that's what it is. So yeah, that is us done, definitely. Let's fold that away, make it a little bit smaller. Oh wow, that's going to be fun getting those. The other thing is, obviously, you may have all noticed that this doesn't have a front loader. It's a biggie, so it doesn't have front loaders on it. So Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to lease an Anderson or buy an Anderson, because if we're going to go really into... will that actually fit in there? I don't think it will. It's a little bit too wide. Yeah. I'm really racking my brains to know whether we are going to go the normal, like what I would say. Now, that's going to actually block the rest of the stuff in, really. It is. And also... the only other accessible thing is here, and we're a little bit close to the field. Oh, it does widen out a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think we sort of scuppered a little bit because of that. I think we're going to have to leave this here. Yeah, we're a little bit... we are very hemmed in with our options. I've ever been this sort of tight, because obviously we've only got this one field, and at least that was okay. Yeah, we've got that building which we've got a shed straight away, which is not like me, but I've sort of, that's probably the only space we would have had for actually doing something. But do I regret it? Not really. I often don't have any kind of building to begin with, so we've got the two, but it is true. The other thing is the only extra space we have got really is that there, and that's not big enough for something like a BGA or anything like that. So we are, yeah, I mean, I'm racking my brains to think if there's anything at all I can do with grass, other than we could sell it to the BGA, I suppose. The other thing I was thinking was, I always say this, you should study the map. There are special things sometimes on a map that are literally can save your bacon, and there are also things, I suppose, like country milk, oat drink, soy drink. Now those I've had before, the Omatana ones. Iron ore, the sell for 0, so we could actually do the metal thing, but that costs a fortune to actually buy the equipment to do it, even if we can sort of get iron ore off the map from that, well, I say sell point very loosely. I'm trying to think see if there's anything at all special on the map, or because most of these are mods. Yeah, they really are. I mean, there's a few things I wanted to try that we could actually go into businesses and actually make our field for once into sort of like a market garden, where we actually don't do that. We make it. We can. There's grape gardens and olive gardens. There's greenhouses. We could. I've always wanted to do that. I've never actually done it. It would obviously mean we'd lose the grass field. It's also a little bit uneven, but this is all we own. I'm trying to be realistic. So what do? Do we go BGA? We've got 18 odd, was it 18 or 19 bales? I mean, it is a good business, and it would serve us going forwards, even if you do straw or things like that. So there's obviously the straw to silage sort of route, so we could do, but it would mean this field being out of bounds and us literally sticking a BGA. That's the widest part of the field, I think. If we look at, I can't see anything on the actual map, but I know this has got quite a few bits. It does. We own that little bit that goes up as well. Yeah, if we look like that, that patch all the way about, I think it looked like, up to the beginning of the field. It is. We own right the way up to that point there. If we chop those two trees down, that is quite a considerable amount of area. Maybe just about. We can have a look. The BGA. Yeah, now the smallest, but there is also something from, yeah, there's a second thing that's like a BGA from Cavalier Roy that he put a few days. Yeah, Farm Productions. We know it won't go right now, but I think it will just about. Or if we sort of did it like that, or as I said, if we're going to do it, yeah, well, we might. I think we're going to have to do some levelling. Not too much there, actually. Yeah, it's almost level. We need to take the tree off, level the back bit of the corner. I think it'll actually go in there, and maybe more like that. It is a bit of a. Trying to think, we need it like that though, so you could back it into a corner like that. It is a triangle. You could, but then, yeah, we need access though. So I think we may have to sort of really, realistically do something like those 2 corner pieces nestled against there. Yeah, that would probably be the best thing. Then at least we observe the fact that half of that field edge is the farmers of field 4. Is it 4? Yes, it is. Field 4 next to us. If we did that, we'd need to buy a chainsaw and chop those trees down and nestle that there, but also level it going backwards so that it will go there. If you look closely on that, it does all manner of things. I look at this earlier and I was quite interested because I always go the BGA route, and it is very similar. Yeah, it is a farm production, but it is almost like a BGA in so much as it transforms them into different products. A quite wide range of things. It would be nice to go a different route than I actually normally go, and it doesn't really ruin our field an awful lot. So next session we'll grab those off. I'm not sure about the silage. If not, we could sell them to the BGA. It's not the end of the world. So that's the route we're going. So with that in mind, we do need a chainsaw. I'm going to buy the one I nearly always buy. Oh, thank goodness for that. Last time I bought that, it did that funny thing where the screen goes fuzzy. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that before, but I've had it happen like quite a few times. Right, so we've bought that. Yeah, we have got that. We've got a lifeline. So yeah, I think we will go that way. I mean, you can see the edging on this. It is really, but that is almost level, strangely enough. So when I say almost level, yeah, we'll chop those trees down. I think wood is not a very good price this time of year, although it's not usually too bad. It's usually March going on, or in April. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll probably take it back end of this coming year, unless the price, if we have a look now at normal wood, right now, is actually not, it is at its highest. So really, if we're going to do it, I think now is the time to do it. Truthfully, I think we'll chop these trees down. Do we chop? No, I'd like to leave those ones. I don't do that. We'd need to chop the one behind the back of our shed. That's blocking our entrance into that. So we know what we've got to do next time. I just want to quickly have a quick look to observe this. Yeah, as I said, I don't know whether we're going to have to buy a skid steer or something like that. I did say this not long back, that there's a beautiful skid steer that if in a push I would definitely buy. So there's, yeah, that one. I think that's all we need to do. Yeah, there's no others. Yeah, we own this land right to here. So there are things like olives and little tiny productions that I'm interested in doing to actually sort of diversify. And I don't care if the grass field goes completely, really, but there's a space for probably a couple of olives or grape gardens here. There's a few that we've done by GH66 mods that I love their farm productions. There's also the farm productions, but I would say that actually might do the same sort of thing. I did look earlier, but I didn't look. I can't remember. It's like anything, you look once and you think, oh, that's interesting, but I can't remember. I know it was good, and I know it does quite a wide range of things, a bit like the Matana, the farm supply production building. That likewise does quite a lot, but this does more. It's a little bit more diverse. So yes, we'll have to somehow manage to grab those somehow. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Or yeah, I mean, now we can lease the. It really depends what that building can do. I think the first thing we need to do is chop the wood, sell the wood. We have got the loader. We'll grab that up. I might bring that off camera. Nah, do I need to? No, but it will do wood. That's the one good thing. There is a wood back for that, I seem to recall. Yeah, the one thing I would like to do in time is try might lease them to see if we get any reaction from these. Obviously, the real thing is these are only meant to have 25-ton backs. The actual backs for these are 25 tons. Obviously, the other hook lifts can be quite a bit more. Now, the 48-tonner by Rawley Christie, Now that is, but there is the proper IT runner ones. We could lease one of those and see what kind of reaction it gets. Now we can't have that. I've tried it. It doesn't, even though it's a hook lift, it will not work with this. And obviously the IT runner ones will. I have tried those in the past. So we shall see if we can, and it's twice as dear as what I'm used to paying. But if it doesn't clash like it did do on Sri Lanka, then yeah, that all good and proper. I'm trying to think if there's any others. Yeah, these are the proper backs, up to 26 cubic meters. Yeah, and 23. No, this is the hook lift one, the roll on 25 cubic meter. So yeah, that's the proper one, which is why I think the 48 meter. Yeah, 1.7 tons. So if we look at the back of the Rawley Christie one, it's 4.5. It's a lot heavier. You might be able to get away with that, but again, it could have just been the mod pack that it's really not a massive fan of. I'm trying to look. I don't think there are many. Yeah, I've not got that many hook lift sets in, because like anything, otherwise you'd have like 9 million things in your mods. I always get the Roller Christie pack because I like them a lot. I just don't like that. I haven't tried it even recently. Again, I'm really not interested in giving it any more chances. It's too heavy. You need a monster. We could probably get away with it with the tractor we've got now, actually. Yeah, there's the skips as well. But yeah, again, I don't think... I wouldn't like to trust that again, but it's only 26 to 33. I don't think I have got any more hook lifts. I'm sure I haven't. No, I'd have to say I haven't. No, so really the one I'd like to try, and I'd like to lease it first to see what it is, would be the proper IT runner back. The 45 cubic meter. It's still 4.5 tons. So if it's a weight thing, then that's going to be just as bad. Yeah, that's 4.5 tons as well. Wow, I really didn't realise that. That's 3.5 tons. So yeah, the actual back is an awful lot more lighter. It's 2.5 tons, the one that it's normally got. So we'll try that one. It's a little... Is it any lighter? Yeah, but it can be a clash with the mod itself. Yeah, 4.5 tons. So somehow that's either higher or wider or whatever. So we'll try this and see if it's a mod clash or whether it really is just a weight thing. And in which case we'll have to... see what we're going to do, definitely. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. Otherwise I'll just keep it as it is now as a low loader. There are other things, there are wood traders, but to be honest, we're not going to be shifting wood that much that's actually worth getting a wood thing, he says. Yeah, it's true. I don't think so at the minute. Yeah, I can't see anything. We might have a bit of a pop around though. Let's have a quick look now just before I go. Great processing unit, oil mill, there's all of the standards. Carpentry, sawmill. Now there's another sawmill. There were 2 sawmills. I'm interested in the pizzeria. Or actually our own, we shall see, actually. Supermarket, sell point, bakery, restaurant, sell point, cereal factory, and sugar mill. Right, okay, all of the usual suspects. Yeah. So it is a standard map with almost everything. I thought there was the reading of the actual map is quite interesting. So yeah, manure heap. So we can buy manure. Interesting. It is. Yeah, I know holds barred as well on this. We're gonna whatever we've got to do it. If we have to transport something from one place to another, but only off the map. I'm not going to allow anything like buying from the H2 studios and selling somewhere else. That is, to me, that anybody can do that, and that's not actually proving anything. It's not a proper genuine business. But if there's something on the map that we can buy and take to something else or use in our business, as I said, then I don't mind that. We are our backs against the wall, and if there's any opportunity, I don't mind doing a bit of wheeler dealing as long as it's fair. Yeah, so we shall see what we're going to do about grabbing the bales, whether we're going to hire at least the Anderson. Also, first thing, as I said, really, is seeing what that actually does. Do we do a crafty save now? put that down and actually have a look just before we go. I don't think that's a bad idea. Now this can go anywhere, I've just got to remember not to save. So if we just stick that down, it doesn't matter how much it costs, because this is like, yeah, the minute. Oh my life. What were you saying about the farmer's field? It's a good job we're not saving it. Right. That's the whole point of saving the game before you do it. Yeah, there are some very interesting things that you can do with this. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. You can see the range of things that you can actually do with this beautiful thing. Liquid fertilizer, all doable. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've got to get digestate. So what can you do? Hay, silage. Now, I know we're going to make silage bales. Silage, so you've got to actually use the raw things. There's no silage to something really, so we'd have to have needed to have silage additive, digestate plus slurry plus, so we need slurry and manure to create some solid fertilizer. Herbicide again, or digestate and things like that. Seeds, herbicide, water, and that, lime. Oh, now that's an interesting one. So we can, I mean, for self-sufficiency, we could make some lime for ourselves, because we are going to need that. But also as a byproduct, we get 12 salt. I believe that's a salt icon. It is. Now that's interesting, because we could, no, I could do something actually, incorporate, and something I've always said about the production shed. The production shed allows you to make herbicide from road salt and water. Now, if we're getting road salt from lime, which we are doing the lime, getting the stone to make lime for ourselves, but as a byproduct, and we won't go silly with it. I don't want this to be ridiculous, where I've got 900 tons of lime that I'm doing for myself, because that's obviously rubbish. I mean, maybe 100 tons max, which would probably last most of the Let's Play, is not unreasonable. And then you would have a little bit, half of that, as road salt, which you then could make in the production shed into herbicide. And for once, being as we're making the salt, I would allow that to be sold. I've always said that. I've never sold the herbicide yet, because you can't make the salt yourself. Well, on this you could, which that's intriguing. That's an intriguing one. Yeah, but we need, it looks like slurry, digestate, and all that type of stuff we need. Water, snow. Oh, we missed a trick. We could have got lots of snow and actually made water, but I don't really know. Water can be got for free anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. Mineral feed, now that's a very lucrative thing, but you'd need an awful lot of things to make the mineral feed, so you'd have to work hard to actually do that. Silage additive, now that's another thing that is, if you've got a sell point, that's good. Sugar beet cut, diesel, not bad. Yeah, looks like though we're going to need to do quite a bit of loose work really. Hay producers, grass producers hay, silage producers from grass produces silage plus 30, which it also is then goes into other. Yeah, this needs quite a bit of studying by the look of it. Chaff and turtle mixed ration, all of that, and that produces that. Pig food, that a recipe as well. So mainly, yeah, there's some interesting things that we can do. Maybe a couple of quite interesting things that we really can actually do to actually make this business quite lucrative. So do I go with that? Is there anything else we wish to look at while we're doing this, to see if there's any businesses that I've missed? There are a few interesting ones that I've never done. I mean, yeah, I am still considering doing the greenhouses stroke orchards. Yeah, the greenhouses, I think, well, even though this isn't really a greenhouse, there is a grape orchard by Matana, but there's one by G866 Mods, the production shed maker, that is both, a little bit of both. It's these ones here. I wouldn't allow too many, but again, it is the kind of map where we could do this. I think a couple or 4 max. Again, it's literally for grapes and that. Or there's also the olive plantage, which also is, yeah, we're too close to all of the things. You can see that, a plantage for olives. But again, we would do one or the other. You wouldn't do both. It would be, yeah, silly. I mean, these are equally as good by Montana and also far more reasonable. But they do take up space, yeah, because you can't plant them right. They've got the spacage between them, so all of these things have got, yeah. I mean, there is the wood production as well by Nikki, but then there's also the factory, which is classed as a factory by my favourite one. If we're going to do, we were going to the wood route. There is by Blue Dragon the timber plantations. Big, it is big. Yes. Also, it's got a little thing that you can create the saplings for this. But yeah, I mean that is an option. We could then go into wood businesses. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's a few in here. The urea production. I've always wanted to do that. Yeah, that's the Matana sets. Trying to look because I was looking at this earlier. There's the sweet bakery, but again, yeah, that you need all of those. There's a lot of stuff there that you actually need. Sugar. Production of animal feed from those kind of products. Right, that's interesting. Each one of these is completely different, actually. Yeah, quite interesting. This is an interesting one. You literally sort of, you put it near a built-up area, is the premise, and you basically produce some slurry for free. It's very slow. It's a slow burn. You're basically drawing it out of the residues in the earth. Wink, wink. It's the seed production. I've never had this one, but we can do that with what we just looked at for an awful lot less. There's that seed production. I've had that before on Attingham. Grape production. No, we can do that differently. We haven't really got that kind of money. Grape production, a little one, which spinnery. That's interesting. Yeah, I would like to have a look at some of these, especially one of the around the 60,000 where we could do this. I'm trying to look if there's anything else I've missed briefly. Something that's different. I mean, I don't mind doing the pizza production by Nikki either. Pancake production, I've never done that either. Although we'd need the maple syrup mod for that as well, and I don't think I've got to be able to do that. So we would need potatoes, olive oil, which we would need the olives, cheese, we would need some animals, chickens, although we can buy these products. Obviously, tomatoes we can grow in a greenhouse. Pallet storage. The French dovecote, we can literally make manure, which we saw in a couple of those recipes from straw, but we haven't got any fields that do that in the minute. So this is looking like a goer to begin with to do herbicide. Sorry. No, we need to do the salt to do that, to sell the herbicide. That is a good little thing. So that would be 35,000 for the two. That would work together nicely. And there is the BGA, which we could do ourselves. That also is an option. Not that one. That one. See, that actually would have gone there quite nicely. So it may be that it is still the best option is to go with what we've already got, really, and then go from that to that. I would like to do something different, so I really wouldn't mind doing something like that. To me, it's quite... I've always wanted to do this. The creation of the actual one to grow it, the magic bean, is that one that, yes, it is. That's the one that actually creates the coffee beans. I would like to do that, but that's again later on. I'd like to do this as a bit of a production one. We're doing a few businesses, but I don't want to do lots. I want to do 2 or 3 businesses that perhaps feed into each other, that are going to something else. This was another one that was interesting. Pig food and seeds. It also is very small, which, looking at what we've got, is perhaps not a bad idea, but then that does that too. So it's one of those, do we do that to start with? But that would mean is going into normal farming, really, to do that. Being as we've got this opportunity, I shall show you. We shall place it down. And let's look at anything else. If there's anything else we want to look at quickly. Oh, grass drying, so that produces silage from grass. I don't mind if we inject a bit of money as well. Always want to do the fish farm, but it is very large. Yeah, very large. So that is definitely not for the minute. Fertilizer production. Digestate and fertilizer from silage, manure and lime, and produces those two. And I think the rest I actually know quite well. The donuts factory is one that's not a bad one, but again, you need dairy products and things like that. So yeah, again, these are things that are a little bit further on. They're definitely not something for right now. There's the oil production. I think that's just had a bit of a change as well. Trying to look if there's anything else. Biodiesel and slurry production. Would need corn, wood chips, or sugar cane. That's a very reasonable price, 20,000. That one I've always wanted to have a look at as well, actually. There is another one that is, yeah, acetic acid. I think that's it. It is. Yeah, the rest is giant. So there we go. Let's have a quick look though at the productions just to see if any of those others. Yeah, the fertilizer production, which one was that? The 40 odd grand one. So 1,000, 250 produces that and that. Now that is quite remarkable, because the solid fertilizer, you could literally buy the manure off the mat. We saw that point earlier. Get some water and some lime, which we can produce ourselves. As I say, these businesses could feed off each other, and then it becomes quite reasonable. Yeah, silage is grass to silage, straight 1,000 for 1,000, which is quite amazing. Horizontal fodder mixer was the other one that we saw. Yeah, you need the seed treatment liquid, which is quite expensive, but again, you don't need very much of it to produce all of these from those. So again, for the price and how big it is, if you look at its cycles, it's a little bit special. Yeah, you could basically, whatever you stick in there, it's going to do whatever you stick in there. It's very super on that. So again, but we can do that from here. Again, there's enough cycles there to keep you going. It's not supposed to be super. I'm not a massive fan of this type of thing where there's super duper, where you could do 500,000 if you wanted to. In fact, that's more than that. 448,000 times is 480,000 times another zero is 4.8 million seeds in 1 month if you put the right amount in. So yeah, I mean that is just. There's another one that Kevin told me about a long time ago that was like that. It was like 790 times the amount of seeds that you were putting in, and I'm like, that's just so like Eureka Farms, even worse than Eureka Farms, because that was cheeky, but this is like beyond cheeky. So yeah, I think that one, I'm not sure I might even take that out like I did the other one. But this one, this is good, but not so good that it's like terrible. I think with that, and yeah, but you can't really make silage unless we're going to go loose, because we've literally got bales. It makes silage from things which, yeah, we can't. I suppose we could get a tedder though, and that's if it would accept bales. Yeah, this is true, because if we did that. Yeah, if we did that, that would be hay for... Now, grass produces far more methane, which is needed for other things. So, to be honest, I suppose we could buy a cheap, just grass baler. Right, I'm not going to save it. I'm going straight out. I don't want these left on our lawn next time. Yes, so all that remains to be said is we have options, really. What is the GDR one? This is the drying one, isn't it? That was very cheap. Very cheap. Yeah, I think it was. That was the grass drying, silage from grass, and hay from grass too, whichever you wanted to choose, which is not bad. 48,000 again. It's good, but like, so that's believably good. But yeah, that's another one. So that's one for me to think of in the future. But yeah, all that remains to be said for this session is we've got ideas, plenty of ideas, and our money will be up next time, obviously, because these will have gone in a puff of smoke. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey, on this beautiful map. And I'm going to say goodbye.